Welcome to another Cardano update. So Cardano is currently reacting to my support level, as you can see, but I don't know if the low is in the second wave move down right here, because we did not really have a huge bounce after we went right here, but maybe we need to give it some time to confirm that the second wave move down right here is actually in. I need 5 waves to the upside, or at least 3 waves to the upside, and we need to get above the first wave high right here. Now let me explain where we're at right now. So I believe we are in a 1-2 setup, and the first wave that I have right here went up in 3 waves. So it went up into an A, B, C structure, and the C wave went to the 2.272 extension right here of the first wave low and the first wave high, which is good. I wanted to see a 5th wave move to the upside, but we did not get a 5 wave move to the upside, so we're gonna have to work with what we have right here. This still counts as a first wave move, which is good. And as long as the 27.6 support zone is being respected, I remain bullish on this chart. Now, we might get another low in the second wave move down right here if we do not manage to hold the support level. It all depends on what Cardano wants to do, you know. If we do get another low, it's going to be okay. But if we do not, then I'm expecting Cardano to go up in a third wave move to the upside, which is right here, and this is the target zone for it. The minimum target for this third wave is the 200% extension, and that is at 53 cents. If we do not manage to get to that level in the third wave, then we will most likely get another low in the second wave move down right here. However, if we do manage to get to at least 53 cents in this third wave, then I can see a fourth wave happening, well obviously, and then a 5th wave, and that 5th wave will confirm that the second wave move down is actually in. Now, of course, this could only go up in third waves, and that would also be okay, but I want to see 5 waves. I need 5 waves to confirm that the low is in, you know? So we'll have to see what happens with that. Now, do not forget, we are still in a downtrend, as you can see. So if we do go up now, we need to get above, let's say, 38 cents to get out of this falling wedge pattern, you know? If we get above this, then we'll most likely get above the bull market support band as well. And that would be very, very bullish because, as you can see, we just had a cross on the bull market support band a few weeks ago. Well, yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. And this is very, very bullish because the last time we had a cross was right here before this whole pump that we got. As you can see, when the green line went above the red line, at first the price went down. It did not put in another low, but it did go down about 11% in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, the price exploded to the upside and it got above the bull market support band, and it stayed above there for a very long time, for like 6 months. Now, I'm always comparing this 1-2 setup to the 1-2 setup that we got in this cycle right here, so let's do it again. Here we also had a cross, as you can see, and same thing. After we got the cross, after the green line went above the red line, nothing really happened. The price actually went down another 35% and it stayed down for about, let's say, 56 days. And then after 56 days, we actually did something. So this might happen again. I'm not saying that it will, but you know, history does not repeat itself, but it rhymes. So, you know, and also like I was saying, this was another 1-2 setup. And in this 1-2 setup, we were also below the 0.786 level, just like in the 1-2 setup that we are in right now. So Cardano is pretty much just copying what it did over here. And if you ignore the pandemic drop, which is this right here, maybe it's safe to say that Cardano would have continued going up. And maybe it's safe to say that Cardano would have gone to much higher all-time highs. But obviously we did not do that because we got the pandemic and yeah, you know, it messed up the chart. Now let's go back on the 4-hour chart. So like I said, first I need a break above the trend line right here and then a break above the bull market support band. And then I think I will be able to confirm that the second wave move down is in, because we don't usually go above the bull market support band on the Cardano chart unless we actually start pumping after we do that. And we never actually go below it again after we get above it. And we stay above it for a very long time after that. So you know, Cardano does not usually just get above it and then get below it again. That does not really happen on the Cardano chart. I'm not saying that it cannot happen, but it has not really happened before. So you know, I mean, it happened over here, but this was a wick, you know, so that's also something you need to keep in mind. And this happened after a bear market low. So, you know, like I said in many of my previous videos, I still believe Cardano will go sideways for another few weeks before we actually top on the Bitcoin dominance chart. As you can see, the Bitcoin dominance chart has been going sideways for the past few weeks, well, for the past month, I would say, and we should get a breakout at any minute, so I'm not sure if it's going to break to the upside or the downside. If it does break to the downside, and if it does get below, let's say 56.60%, then it's most likely going to try touching the bull market support band, and if it touches it and then it starts bouncing, then yeah, we'll most likely get to like 60%. But if we get to the bull market support band on the Bitcoin dominance chart, and we actually get below it and we stay below it for a few weeks, then that will most likely confirm that the top is in. Obviously, to confirm that the top is in, we need a 20 to 30% drop. So it really needs to do something like this. Well, actually no, like I think 13% would be enough to confirm that an altcoin season is happening. Until then, this is just going to be noise, and I don't know, Bitcoin is doing weird things right now. I was expecting it to get another low, and I still believe it will get another low, and it will get to the 50% extension right here at 44K before going in a fifth wave move up. And yeah, I do see Bitcoin get to that level. If it does not get to that level, then we will most likely start pumping next month, and you know, September is usually not a good month for Bitcoin, so that's why I believe we will get another low, and that's why I believe we will drop another 10K, because we're currently at 54K. I don't think that's bearish. I think that would be the perfect time to actually do it. September, like I said, is not a good month for Bitcoin, but October is. So if we do drop in September and then we bounce in October, it's going to be very, very good. And if we do drop that much, I'm not sure how I will feel about that, because usually when Bitcoin drops, Bitcoin dominance does not really go up that much. Bitcoin dominance only goes up when Bitcoin does something like it did over here. So it only goes up when Bitcoin goes sideways, because that's when altcoins tend to bleed against it. So this is kind of weird. And obviously I cannot see the future. I don't know where this price will go, but if we judge Bitcoin by its previous cycles, I mean, I still believe it has a long way to go, and I believe it will top in October of 2025, and it should get to at least 198K, well, 189K, and it could get to like 255K to maybe even 300K. First, we need to focus on the third wave move to the upside right here, and I think this third wave will go to like 100K. So I believe Bitcoin will go to 100K this year. And if we do that, that will most likely trigger an altcoin season, because like I said, Bitcoin dominance is close to topping, and Cardano could easily go to, let's say, the previous all-time high in the third wave move to the upside right here, which is at $3 and let's say 16 cents or so. But the minimum target for the third wave up right here is actually the 200% extension of the first wave low and the first wave high, which is at $1.40. That's the minimum target. But that would be kind of bearish in a way, because then we'll get the fourth wave and then the fifth wave, and you know, I don't know where the fifth wave would be able to go. So we'll see what happens with this third wave right here. This third wave obviously needs 5 waves up, and right now we are trying to go up in 5 waves. But these 5 waves that I'm tracking right now will only be the first 5 waves of this first wave right here. Then after these 5 waves, you can expect a second wave move down, and then a third wave move up. And I will give you a target region for this if we do get this 1-2 setup that I'm tracking. So just like Chainlink and other altcoins, for example, ICP, DOT, Doge, AVAX, VeChain, and Jasmy and Fetch AI, Cardano still has potential to go up another 10 to 15x from where it's at right now. And if we want to copy what we did in the previous cycle, as you can see in the previous cycle, in the third wave move up, we got to the 1.618 extension of the previous all-time high right here, and then we got rejected. We went on the fourth wave move down, and in the fifth wave we went to the 2.618 level, well, almost, and then we went to the bear market. So if we want to copy what we did right here, then this third wave to the upside needs to go above the previous all-time high, and it needs to get to $5.30. I'm not sure if we will get a fourth and a fifth wave. I don't know if we will get that. We might not get that, but we should get at least 3 waves up. And I mean, that would be an ABC structure, and then you can expect a bear market and then, something else. And also do not forget, in the previous cycle, we went up in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to form a first wave up. In the bear market, we went down to an ABC structure to form a second wave move down, which means that right now we should start going up in a main third wave to the upside. And this could be a very, very bullish main wave because it's a third wave. And right now I am waiting for the third wave of that third wave. So these next few months are going to be very, very important because I believe Cardano will start going in the third wave. Obviously, I cannot confirm that it will go in a third wave, but I just have a gut feeling that it will. This is not financial advice, by the way. In my opinion, Cardano should be at its previous all-time high by, let's say, February of next year. If it's not, then we will most likely not get to the 1.618 extension right here. But if it is at its previous all-time high in February of next year, then I could see Cardano get to $5.30 and maybe even $8.50. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out our Patreon and our YouTube memberships if you want access to all of our charts. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.